Hello everyone, it's Patricia and welcome to my non-Scentsy wax empties for the month of April. So if you're not aware, I usually warm maybe like 75% Scentsy, but I like to burn candles, melt vendor and retail wax sometimes alongside or in between, just to give some variety and kind of do some research. So I have my bin. It's pretty full this month with a lot of candles, very candle heavy this month. Let me pause the video, I'll sort through them and we'll get right into it. Okay, so we're going to get into candles. I finished 11 candles this month. Now, I don't start a candle and finish it in the same month. I put them back, I take them out. So some of these have been going for a while, and some of them are smaller candles, so we'll factor that in. But let's start with a Bath & Body Works. I finished up a cinnamon sugared donut, 3-wick. You can see the wax is pretty grungy. This was a really nice scent. A very soft bakery with that little tiny bit of cinnamon. I would say shy of medium, soft to medium on the scent throw. The only issues I had with this burning were at the very beginning, it took forever to pull out, like forever, maybe 5 or 6 hours. And I usually try to limit my Bath & Body Works burning sessions to probably 2 to 3 hours to try to minimize the kerosene smell. But I don't think I had any issues except for the ugly wax. I mean, that's ugly, but burnt down to the bottom. Yeah, this is good. It would be a repurchase for me. A second Bath & Body Works 3-wick candle I finished up was sugared lemon zest. And I'm not huge into lemon, but I've kind of been craving it lately, so it's kind of funny how your scent preferences can change. Okay, so this one here troubled me a little bit. The scent is a really nice sugared lemon. It reminds me if you took lemon slices, cut them up, and kind of put them in, like blanch them, which means boil them to get rid of the bitterness, and then you took them and kind of like soaked them in simple syrup, and then you dip them in sugar. That's kind of what it reminds me of, which essentially is sugared lemon zest. Very nice, pretty scent. Now, I would say maybe just shy of the 50% mark, I started having issues. Now, this one was an aggressive burner, like a super aggressive burner. So again, I had to limit to maybe 2 hours. I kind of judged by the wax pool. I try not to get too thick of a wax pool. But it started smelling just shy of just over the 50% mark, it started smelling like the kerosene smell. So I was like, oh gosh. So what I decided to do, I had a wax pool at that time. I poured off the wax. And in the past, when I've done that, it has been okay. This one, it wasn't. It still kind of smelled bad. Right now, it's roughly about here. It smells good here now. So maybe I'll try putting it on the warmer. But I kind of gave up on this one because of the kerosene smell. But I'm going to try putting it on the warmer, because that actually smells pretty good. So yeah, I mean, I would probably purchase this to chunk it up. I've never chunked up a Bath & Body Works candle, but I would definitely consider doing it for that one. Okay, here's a big, huge candle. I think I've been working on this since November. It's a DW Home 3-wick. This one is, let me tell you the ounces, 26.22. Look at that bad boy, it's huge. So here's my head. I think I have an average size, maybe small head, but yeah, it's a 3-wick. So I did have to cotton ball this. It says 2, but I'm pretty sure it was 3 or 4. And I don't know if you can tell, but it was probably in this zone where it struggled. So I think that was my cotton ball zone. So the one thing about this candle, I don't think I ever trimmed the wicks once. So yeah, some of these DW Home, if they're like the small wicks, I find like you don't even have to trim them. But this is a very strong, somewhat bitter coffee. This gave off a great scent through, as most coffee scents do. I think I started this in November, so it took me a good 5 or 6 months to go through. But yeah, if I saw this again, would I pick it up? Maybe. I definitely loved this big, and this is heavy. Like, this is heavy. So I think I will like to try other 3-wick candles in this size. Since I bought this candle, in Canada I paid $19.99 at Winners, but since I bought the Christmas morning candle, a lot of the candle prices have gone up at Winners. So this one now would probably easily be $24.99 or maybe even $26.99. But anyway, another coffee scented candle from Mainstays. This is the second one I've gone through on this. It's hazelnut cream. This is really good. It's a 1-wick. I always just pick the 1-wicks up for this, but maybe a tiny bit of soot up at the top. Yeah, this is really nice. It's got that creaminess from like the cream aspect, and the hazelnut just kind of sneaks in there. Yeah, it's good. I would say medium on the scent throw. Some coffee scents are just boomers. Maybe because this is a Mainstays, which is from Walmart, maybe it, and I find this one can go strong and then not as strong, depending on just how it's burning in the candle. But I never have any issues with these candles. They pool out very well. Like I said, maybe the tiny bit of soot sometimes, but I would definitely repurchase that one. This is a dollar store candle, Old Williamsbourgh. It's just a really small little mason jar candle. Here in Canada it's $1.50. This one wasn't the greatest. It did tunnel a bit. Yeah, you can see residue along the sides there. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest. I would not repurchase the scent, but I have had luck with other Old Williamsbourgh candles, and I definitely will repurpose the jar because I love these little jars. They're great if you want to put like salad dressing in and you can just shake it up, like take it to work, shake it up. Anyway. Okay, the next bunch are from Yankee, and I have a lot of Yankee candles. I've accumulated a lot of candles over the last year. I did a count. It was, when I counted them roughly at the beginning of the month, I had 150 candles. Now I think I'm at 139, so I'm going to try not to buy any more until I at least get under 100. So it's kind of scary how you can kind of go crazy with something, but yeah. Anyway, go from small to medium. So I finished up a small 1 wick in sparkling cinnamon. This was a gift from a coworker for Christmas, and she gave me a really nice, came with a nice little kind of like thing you could put it down in. This is like a red hot, spicy, intense cinnamon, and you could definitely smell just this tiny little candle, even how small it is, but you could smell it. I think if it was a bigger candle, you could really smell it, but yeah, this would not be a repurchase for me, but I'm really happy to have tried it. I think I like my cinnamon scents just a tiny bit softer, and I definitely love cinnamon scents, but I'm really glad to try this, so I would thank her for that. Okay, so I finished up 2 other small candles. I'm going to try to go through this quickly. Spicy pepperberry and spruce. Okay, I'm not sure which is which, but one of them burned really well, and one of them didn't burn very well. And I don't know if they're the same batch. They have the exact same number at the bottom. They were from 2017. So interesting. One burned quite well, the other sucked. So side by side, I'd have them burning this far apart. Probably like a nice berry. Let me smell it again. I like it. Like you get a tree note with like a spicy berry, just like it says. Yeah, so I had them burning close by, and I'd always see, it's like 2 twins, good twin and bad twin. So one night I said, well, I got to go to bed, and I had my struggling one struggling. So I put some tinfoil around it to try to pull it out, because I said, I can't wait for it to pull out. This one was doing well, and the other one was doing crappy. So I put the tinfoil on, I got distracted, forgot about it, got up the next day, and I saw that there's still tinfoil up, like in the morning. And I was like, holy crap. So I went over and I looked at it, pulled out great, but it burning overnight, it finally brought it down to the good burning candle. So yeah, I got to be really careful about that. But yeah, I did like this. It kind of goes to show that you could have 2 candles exactly the same, exactly burned at the exact same time in the exact same environment, and they definitely don't perform the same. And according to this, the same batch. So yeah, that is very weird. But anyway, who knows? Something to think about, right? Okay, I burned a 2 wick in coconut splash. This one here is, gosh, I don't even know, 354 grams. I don't know what that is in ounces. Yeah. This one kind of, it's in the soft paraffin wax. It kind of took on a tiny bit of a smoky smell, just a little bit. This one did fairly well, though. I didn't have any issues towards the bottom, maybe a tiny bit of puny wick syndrome at the very end, but I tried to light it one more time. There's quite a bit of wax there. I tried to light it one more time, and it wouldn't light. So that's it. It was kind of like a little bit of a watery, slight coconut, but a little bit of cologne. Kind of reminds me a tiny bit of Scentsy's Make Waves. So anyway, that's that. I finished up a medium jar. Well, let's go to the large jar because I have a story with the medium jar. I finished up a large jar in Citrus Tango, and I love the color yellow wax. Look at that. There's a huge mushroom top. Look at that craziness. Yeah, obviously, and it drifted a little bit at the end, but yeah, this is a good combination of like all those things on the front. We've got some grapefruit, some orange, lime, pomelo. It's really nice. I would say light to medium, closer to medium on the scent throw. I'd usually burn candles like alongside of wax melts. Sometimes when the wax melts are starting to die down, I light up a candle because I'm too lazy to take out the melts. So yeah, this one here I enjoyed. I love the yellow wax. I may repurchase it, but usually when I'm done with a Yankee, I've been burning them for so long, I'm kind of over the scent. But yeah, I didn't have any issues, maybe a tiny bit of soot with that one. I think it's probably my fault with the soot. Okay, just quickly we'll go over that I finished up a box of tea lights from Peach Cobbler. I got these, it says $7.25, but I got an additional 40% off that. And yeah, sometimes I have this little holder that I put tea lights in, sometimes I'll burn them. Why am I smelling the box? The box doesn't smell. Anyway, that scent and candle I really, really like, so I thought I'd pick up the tea lights where they're on special. Okay, last candle, I gotta hurry this up. I tend to talk a lot, so. Okay, a medium jar, clean cotton. Okay. So I've been warming some laundry scents, and I had done a video for my Scentsy collaboration. I did a little bit of research because I wanted to try clothesline because I'd never tried Scentsy's clothesline. Very similar to Yankee's clean cotton. So very strong linen scent. This is very strong. Okay. So I was burning this here and there, and it was towards the end. And again, the clip is quite high. Like, there was tons of wax left and it wouldn't relight. I mean, I didn't have any issues with this at all. Pulled out fine, mega scent throw, no soot, no problems, okay? So, but at the end, there's always a boatload of wax sometimes. If you blow it out at the wrong stage, you can be left with a bunch of wax. So I said, well, that's a waste, and this has tons of scent. So I decided to kind of put it on my warmer, and I kind of like cut at least half the wax into the bottom. I cut like 2 big pie wedges or 3 big pie wedges, and I put it in 3 different warmers. The only problem was I had put 3 of these in the warmers. So there was a lot of wax in those warmers, which is not a big deal. Who cares, right? So the next morning I come downstairs and I noticed that one of the warmers was on. I said, well, that's weird. I turned it on. I left it on. Another one had been turned off. So there's 3 warmers altogether. So I go over to my Yankee one, thinking it was off, picking up the wax dish to check how much scent was in the wax. Like, you know, do I need to take this out? I didn't realize that wax warmer was on. I splashed clean cotton wax, a boatload of clean cotton wax all over my face, went all on my shirt, everywhere on the floor. Like, there must have been equivalent of like at least 2 of these tarts. I spilled everywhere. And lucky for me, we have tile floor, but there's a lot of grooves within the tile. Like, it's not like a totally flat tile floor. So I spent probably a good couple hours here and there trying to scrape the wax up, trying to soak it up. I'm totally sick of the clean cotton / clothesline scent right now. I thought I was going to throw away my shirt. It was a really nice Lululemon pullover. It was black. So I did take a paper towel. I put it on because it was all here. I put it on the shirt and kind of ironed up as much wax as I could. Now, when I washed it, you can't really see anything because it's black, but you can still smell clean cotton. So anyway, and I have a feeling because we have in-floor radiant heat. My son's in a wheelchair, so our floors are all tile, but I have a feeling when we turn on the in-floor radiant heat, you know, in the winter, we're going to smell clean cotton from that area of the house. So anyway, that's my long story. Please be careful if you pick up a wax dish. It was a friggin' disaster. So anyway, so I showed you the wax tarts from Yankee. I used up 3, also 3 Calm and Quiet Place, and I did a votive and Calm and Quiet Place, and I've almost finished a full-size jar in that, so that will be coming up in future empties. It's kind of a nice soft masculine scent, but like with a musky kind of tone. It's really nice. Not huge, but it definitely performed well in my warmers when I dispersed them. I had no issues smelling it, so I finished up 2 votives of Bahama Breeze. I must have bought these on clearance and I'm just using them up. I don't really notice if I don't really think there's a scent throw much from this, so that's that. Okay, so let's get into vendor wax. What I will do is do the American vendor wax first and then the Canadian. And before we do that, I'll just show you the one retail wax I finished up. It's from Febreeze. It is in Hawaiian Aloha. These are very strong scented melts. They're big. They are 78 grams per a total of 6 melts. This does extremely well in my laundry room. I put the last 2 cubes in my son's room downstairs. It did not seem as strong in his room, but it's huge. So if I did repurchase this, it would be for the laundry room, although I am over the scent, so I probably will not repurchase that. But if you see this in the, you know, chain stores, it's usually with the Febreeze products or the air fresheners in the grocery section. definitely pick them up and give them a try. They do perform quite well, so that's that. So let's go through American Vendor Wax. From Danielle, I finished in her Random Act of Kindness. I used Destination Wax Pure Shampoo, and this is basically similar to a Vita shampoo. I cut this up and put it in 2 Scentsy mini warmers, just because I wasn't sure. I thought it would be great for a bathroom, and that kind of worked out to be the best spot. It performed very, very well. Nice and strong in there. I would say medium to strong, and it lasted a fairly long time. I was pleased with that one. I would not purchase it just because it's really hard for me, but I did really appreciate the gift. Okay, from Kay's Kreations, I have a bunch of things that I bought last March, and I'm trying to use them up because I have a little bit of a bad feeling that her things kind of lose scent a little bit. So I finished up 3 jelly donuts. These are like fluted tarts. So this is a nice soft jelly donut scent. You can almost smell like a raspberry. It smells good. I still have a few more of these. I want to eat it. It's probably soft down in my open concept space. I think I might try it in other areas, but that's Kay's Kreations jelly donut. I finished up a 5-pack of her pumpkin cider donuts. So this one here is a little bit, like, it's not heavy on the pumpkin. It's more on the cider and a little bit of donut. Mostly cider and almost like a perfumey cider, but very low. When I say perfumey, like, I'm talking extremely low, but I get like a slight vibe of that. But that one was pretty good. This was a catch 'em while you can tart, which means she may not get the oils, or she's just not going to make that one anymore. And I finished up 2 little tarts, and this one's called Sexy Little Secrets. It's vanilla bean, Noel, marshmallow, strawberry, and coconut. This one I did downstairs. It was pretty soft downstairs, but it smells really nice. Probably wasn't the best spot to warm it, but yeah, that's that. Okay, from Rose Girls. I love coffee scents, so I tried a Snickerdoodle latte. This was a pretty big piece, so I cut it in 2, and I really enjoyed this. It was great. I would definitely repurchase this. Definitely repurchase. It's a nice soft coffee, a little bit creamy, a little bit, you know, like the bakery vibe with that. Like a Snickerdoodle is like a almost like a sugar cookie with like a lot of cinnamon, kind of, I think you dunk it in it before you bake it. From Sassy Girl Aroma, I got this in a D-stash. It was a little chunk. It wasn't a full-size chunk, and I cut it in 2, and I'll tell you why. This is Salty Sea Air Lavender Marshmallow. So I'm not big into Salty Sea Air, and I don't really like lavender, so I thought this was outstanding. I put it here in my bedroom in a 15-watt Glade hot plate. So not like a 20-watt, like just a 15. And this lasts for days. I can smell it. It's nice and strong. Like, this thing is amazing. And who knew? So don't shy away. I mean, I got this kind of as part of a huge D-stash. It wasn't a create your own, but if I ever buy from Sassy Girl, and, you know, being up here in Canada, you know, shipping is expensive, but if I ever bought from her, I would probably look into getting that because I did really enjoy it here for my bedroom. Okay, from another one from Danielle in my Random Act of Kindness, and I believe this was a custom blend of hers. From Silky Soaps, Butter Brickle, Cappuccino Espresso. So this was a very sweet coffee scent. Didn't have a lot of the espresso. Espresso can be kind of bitter. Yeah, this was very sweet and almost like a lot of brown sugar. So that was really nice. I enjoyed that. Of course, I love all coffee scents, so thank you, Danielle. Okay, so last month I used up a clam of Rainbow Dash, and here we have a bag of it. So Rainbow Dash from She Loves Cake, which I believe has been repurchased from someone and has been renamed. So this one here has the scent notes of coconut cream pie, sugar cookies, and blackberry jam. The clamshell last month smelled terrible. It smelled like skunk to me. I'm happy to report this smelled terrific. So maybe I will not purchase clams if I can avoid it. Some clams go the skunk route for me, and some are fine. But the coconut cream pie almost smelled like a lot of toasted coconut cream pie, almost like a creme brulee kind of finish. But it was nice. I enjoyed that one. That was good. Okay, last one for the US. We have Zeep. What's this one called? Laundry Day in Marseille. Okay, another laundry scent. I think I'm over the laundry scents for a little bit after my fiasco, but this one this one has a skunk smell, but I think the laundry scent is so strong that you kind of can't tell. fresh laundry, sweet pea, and fresh cut grass. So I'm kind of craving that fresh cut grass, kind of sweet pea kind of scent. Now this really hit the spot, and so that those notes kind of went away first, and then the fresh laundry, you were left with the laundry. Laundry I'm kind of over with for a little bit, but this was okay. I found the first time I melted it, it seemed to do better than the second time, and it is over a year old. So this is from 2018, last April. Okay, so let's whiz through Canada. We don't have too much. I'm going to try to go quick. We'll start with Mandala Melts. Mandala Melts, she is in dental hygiene school, and she's out of Ontario right now, but she has moved around. But her wax kind of is hit or miss for me, and I want to love it because she's from Canada. Some of them I do great with, other ones I struggle. But I have a bunch of scent shots and a bunch of stuff to go through from D-Stashes. So let's whiz through this. I have Rainbow Dragon. This is dragon fruit, lemon lime soda, and rainbow sorbet. Yeah, I used this in my kid's bathroom, cut it in half, and it lasted a very long time. That one lasted a long time in just a little Scentsy mini warmer. Her wax is a little bit softer. The next one is Tropical Blast, which is coconut cream pie and mango papaya. This one I think I did in my room. It was just okay. I didn't get a huge result or memory from that. The next one I have is Lilo. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Tropical Mango, Cranberry, and Pineapple. This says a Scentsy dupe. So this is a Scentsy dupe for Cranberry Mango, I believe. This lasted a very, 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 very long time in a 15-watt Glade hot blade. And then this one here, I was surprised with. Oh my gosh, I can't pronounce the name, but let's see if you can see it. No, you can't. I can't even read it because I need glasses. Bulbaroar? I don't know. Anyway, the scent notes are basil, sage, and mint. This was better than I thought it was going to be. I love it. I'm a little bit scared of sage scents, but I think the basil and the mint made up for it. And I cut this in half again and put it in my kid's bathroom, did very well. So I might kind of do that with a lot of her scent shots, since they do well in my kid's bathroom and a 15-watt bulb warmer, mini warmer. From Make Sense Candles, located out of New Brunswick, I have 3 items. Banana nut bread. This is a very different type banana nut bread than any I've ever smelled before. It smells almost like, to me, you know how zucchini bread can be like a dry kind of tone? This had that dry kind of tone. It was not like a candy banana at all, but I couldn't really say that I loved it. It was very different. It's almost like it had a lot of nuttiness. It would not be a repurchase for me, but it definitely did not smell like a candy banana. So if you're scared of candy banana and you want to try banana nut bread, maybe give hers a try and see if it's something that you would like. Sugar, milk, and cookies. Not a big fan. I didn't really know when I purchased this I didn't really love sugar milk, but yeah. I think I put this in the bonus room to die, but that's nothing to do with the vendor, just something I didn't really realize early in my purchasing. And flannel sheets. Flannel sheets is very similar to my beloved clean cotton. So you can see I had a very laundry heavy month. This scent lasts a very long time. Outstanding performance with flannel sheets. Way better than the Zeep, so just keep that in mind. And last but not least, I really like this company. I haven't been warming very much from her, but I have 3 items from Tallulah and PO, and she's out of Ottawa, and the owner is terrific. Her name is Kate. We message back and forth here and there, and she's always very helpful, goes out of her way, friendly, involves her customers in finding out what they want. I highly recommend giving her a try. I finished up this bakery bag of bulletproof coffee. This was from last August. It's basically black coffee beans, whipped vanilla butter, and creamy coconut oil. Very heavy, strong coffee. I'd always mix it with this with a sweeter scent, but it was nice. It took me a while to go through because I would mix things in. But yeah, this was great. From Tallulah and PO, Bug Hugs. And she makes a lot of her things in little hearts, which I love. They're just very tiny, tidy. There's no glitter. I'm not big into glitter. This is strawberry, candy fluff, which is a lush type, pink sugar, and a hint of rose petals. I love this on cold. I did not absolutely love it on warm, but it just kind of goes to show that things change a little bit. But it definitely was a good performer. So that is Bug Hugs. And Toasty Warm. I believe these are all samples because I think this is how she sends her samples. Toasty Warm is eggnog, French toast, and vanilla. So this one was fairly good as well, if my memory serves me correct. I think I warmed it. It's very strong. I think I warmed this early in the month. But yeah, that is Toasty Warm. I missed out on her, I think it's called Honey Be Mine, in her restock because I forgot the restock was happening and I was 20 minutes late signing in and it's all gone. So maybe I'll get lucky and she'll send me a sample. But yeah, that's Talulah and PO. So that's everything I went through. Hopefully next month I won't have as much to go through in the sense that it won't take so long to go through. But yeah, I had a lot of candles this month. So thanks for spending the last 26 minutes with me. I hope you have a great day in your neck of the woods. Take care and I will see you in the next video.